Have you ever felt like there's something extraordinary about you, as if you're not just here to go through the motions of life, but to live with a purpose that's far beyond the ordinary? Maybe you've noticed that the way you experience the world, the way you see things, feels different, more profound, more connected, and more meaningful. If you've ever felt that deep, unshakable sense that you're here for something greater, this is for you. Because today we're going to uncover the 5 signs that you are a chosen one living in the highest vibration. But before we even begin, let me ask you something very personal. What does it mean to you to live in alignment with your highest self? When you close your eyes and imagine the most elevated, most authentic version of you, who is that person? How do they speak, act, and move through the world? This question is at the heart of everything we're about to explore, because living in your highest vibration isn't just about who you are, it's about how you show up for the world around you. Let's begin with a realization that might shake you a little. Being chosen doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. It doesn't mean your life is free from challenges. In fact, being a chosen one often means the opposite. It means you've been given unique challenges, struggles, and experiences because they're meant to shape you into the person you're destined to become. Every obstacle you've faced, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt, they've all been preparing you for this. Do you see it? Can you feel how everything in your life has been orchestrated to guide you back to your truth?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
The first sign that you're a chosen one, living in the highest vibration, is that you feel deeply connected to something bigger than yourself. Whether you call it the universe, God, source energy, or simply the flow of life, you know it's there. You've felt it in those quiet moments when everything seems to align perfectly, when the right people, opportunities, or messages appear at just the right time. You felt it when you've looked at the stars, or stood in awe of nature, or experienced that inexplicable sense of peace that comes out of nowhere. This connection is a gift, but it's also a responsibility, because when you're chosen, you're not just here to feel the magic. You're here to embody it, to share it, to live it. But let me ask you this: how often do you honor that connection? Do you make space in your life to nurture it, to listen to it, to strengthen it? Or do you let the noise of the world drown it out? Because the truth is, the more you tune into this connection, the more you align with your highest vibration. And when you're living in your highest vibration, you become a magnet for miracles. People feel your energy. Doors open that you didn't even know existed. Life begins to flow in ways that feel effortless and magical. The second sign that you're a chosen one living in the highest vibration is your sensitivity to energy. You've probably noticed this about yourself. You feel things deeply. You pick up on the emotions of others, the energy of a room, the subtle undercurrents that most people miss. This sensitivity can feel like a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it allows you to connect with people on a profound level, to sense what they need, to bring light into their lives. But on the other hand, it can be overwhelming. You might find yourself carrying the weight of energy that isn't even yours, feeling drained or anxious without knowing why. This is why energetic boundaries are so important for chosen ones. You are like a beacon of light, and people are drawn to you, sometimes for the wrong reasons. They'll come to you for healing, for guidance, for comfort, and while it's beautiful to be able to help others, you must also protect your own energy. Let me ask you, are you taking care of your energy field? Are you setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and giving yourself permission to rest and recharge? Because living in your highest vibration doesn't mean giving all of your energy away. It means mastering your energy so that you can share it from a place of abundance, not depletion. The third sign that you're a chosen one is your ability to see beyond the surface. You're not interested in small talk, shallow relationships, or superficial success. You crave depth, meaning, and authenticity in everything you do. You see the world differently than most people. You notice patterns, synchronicities, and connections that others might overlook. You understand that there's more to life than meets the eye, and you're constantly seeking to uncover the deeper truths. But here's the thing, seeing beyond the surface can sometimes feel isolating. You might feel like you don't fit in, like you're speaking a different language than the people around you. And that's okay, because being chosen isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out. It's about being a lighthouse in a world that's lost at sea. So let me ask you this, are you embracing your uniqueness, or are you trying to dim your light to make others comfortable? Because the world needs your light. It needs your vision, your wisdom, your ability to see what others cannot. The fourth sign that you're a chosen one living in the highest vibration is your ability to transmute darkness into light. You've been through things that would have broken most people, but instead of letting those experiences define you, you've used them to grow, to heal, and to transform. You understand that pain is not the opposite of joy, it's the path to it. You've learned to find the beauty in the struggle, the lesson in the loss, the strength in the suffering. But let me ask you something deeply personal. Have you fully embraced your own healing? Because while you've likely done a lot of inner work, there might still be parts of you that you're afraid to face. Old wounds, hidden fears, unresolved emotions. And that's okay. Healing is a lifelong journey, not a destination. But the more you lean into it, the more you free yourself from the weight of the past, and the higher your vibration becomes. Who did you attack? The final sign that you're a chosen one living in the highest vibration is your ability to inspire others simply by being yourself. You don't have to try to make an impact. It happens naturally. People are drawn to your energy, your authenticity, your light. They see you living in alignment with your truth, and it gives them permission to do the same. You might not even realize the impact you're having, but trust me, it's there. So let me leave you with this question. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Because being chosen isn't just about what you achieve in this lifetime. It's about the ripple effect you create, the lives you touch, the energy you leave behind long after you're gone. What if I told you that your vibration doesn't just affect you, it creates ripples that shape the world around you in ways you can't even imagine? As a chosen one, living in the highest vibration isn't just about personal fulfillment or feeling good about yourself. It's about stepping into your role as a co-creator of reality, a being who is here to elevate not only your own life, but also the collective consciousness. You are not separate from the world. You are deeply interconnected with it. Your energy, your thoughts, your actions, they matter. They affect the people you meet, the spaces you enter, and even the unseen forces that flow through life itself. Let's start with this. Do you realize the power you carry? Because most chosen ones don't, at least not fully. They see themselves as small, as insignificant, or as just one person among billions. But this is the illusion. The truth is, your vibration is like a tuning fork. When you're living in your highest frequency, you naturally raise the vibration of everything and everyone around you. It's not something you have to force or control. It happens effortlessly. Your energy becomes a beacon, a light that others are drawn to, even if they can't explain why. This brings us to something profound: responsibility. As a chosen one, you have a responsibility to maintain your vibration, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. Think about it this way: when you're in a low vibration, when you're consumed by fear, anger, or doubt, you're adding to the collective energy of those emotions. But when you choose love, joy, and peace, you're contributing to the elevation of the collective frequency. You're doing the work not just for you, but for humanity as a whole, and that is no small thing. But let's be real. Staying in your highest vibration isn't always easy. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, of testing your patience, your faith, and your resilience. There will be days when you feel disconnected, when doubt creeps in, when the weight of the world feels like too much to bear. And that's okay. Being chosen doesn't mean being perfect. It means being aware of your energy, aware of your choices, and aware of how you can shift back into alignment when you've strayed. So, how do you stay aligned with your highest vibration when life gets tough? The first step is to cultivate what I call energetic awareness. This means paying attention to how you're feeling in any given moment. Are you feeling expansive, light, and connected? Or are you feeling heavy, drained, and out of sync? These feelings are your compass. They're telling you whether you're in alignment with your highest self or whether something needs to shift. Here's a practice you can try. Throughout your day, pause and ask yourself, what's the quality of my energy right now? If you notice that your energy feels low, don't judge yourself for it. Instead, ask, what can I do to shift my vibration? Maybe you need to take a few deep breaths, go for a walk in nature, or simply step away from a situation that's draining you. The point is to become intentional about your energy, to recognize that you have the power to shift it at any moment. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools for maintaining a high vibration: gratitude. Gratitude is like a secret weapon for chosen ones. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your energy from lack to abundance, from fear to love. And here's the thing: gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for the good things in your life. It's about finding the gift in every experience, even the challenging ones. Because every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to deepen your connection to your highest self. Let me ask you this: when was the last time you truly felt gratitude? Not just as a thought, but as a feeling that filled your entire being. If it's been a while, I want you to take a moment right now. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and think of one thing you're grateful for. It could be something big, like a relationship or an opportunity, or something small, like the breath you're taking in this very moment. Feel that gratitude. Let it expand within you. This is how you shift your vibration in an instant. But gratitude is just the beginning. As a chosen one, your vibration is also amplified by the love you give to others. And I'm not just talking about romantic love or the love you have for your family and friends. I'm talking about unconditional love. The kind of love that sees the divinity in everyone, even the people who challenge you. This is one of the highest vibrations you can embody, and it's also one of the most transformative. When you choose to see others through the lens of love, you're not just elevating your own vibration, you're helping them rise as well. Here's something to reflect on. How often do you choose love over judgment? It's easy to love the people who treat you well, who agree with you, who make life feel easy. But what about the people who trigger you, who challenge you, who seem to operate from a completely different vibration? These people are your greatest teachers. They show you where you still have work to do, where you're holding on to fear or separation, and when you choose to respond to them with love instead of judgment, you're not just healing the relationship, you're healing yourself. Finally, let's talk about purpose. As a chosen one, living in the highest vibration means aligning with your soul's purpose. And here's the thing, your purpose doesn't have to be some grand world-changing mission. It doesn't have to be about saving the planet or becoming famous. Your purpose is simply to be who you are, to live authentically, and to share your unique gifts with the world in whatever way feels right to you. So let me leave you with this question. What are you here to create? Not just in terms of external achievements, but in terms of the energy you want to bring into the world. Because ultimately, being a chosen one isn't about what you do, it's about who you are. It's about the vibration you carry, the love you give, and the light you shine. Let's talk about the reality of living as a chosen one. It's not all light and ease, is it? There's a weight, a responsibility, and at times, a deep sense of being misunderstood. You've likely faced obstacles that seemed insurmountable, moments when the path forward felt unclear, and days when you question your very essence. But here's the truth. Your struggles are not random, and they're certainly not meaningless. They are the fires that forge your strength, the tests that refine your purpose, and the mirrors that show you exactly where you still need to grow. Being a chosen one doesn't mean that life becomes free of challenges. It means you've been given the tools to rise above them. But before you can rise, you must face them. And this is where the real work begins. So let me ask you, when was the last time you truly embraced a challenge? Not as a problem to solve, but as an opportunity to evolve. Because within every challenge lies a gift, but it's up to you to unwrap it. One of the most significant challenges chosen ones face is the feeling of isolation. You may have noticed that your journey doesn't look like the journeys of those around you. While others seem content with the ordinary, you crave the extraordinary. While others live on the surface, you dive into the depths. And while others seek comfort, you seek truth, even when it's uncomfortable. This sets you apart, and while it's a gift, it can also feel incredibly lonely. But here's something you need to remember. You are never truly alone. The universe is always guiding you, supporting you, and surrounding you with energies and opportunities that are aligned with your highest good. And even though you might feel like no one truly understands you, there are others like you, souls scattered across the planet walking their own unique paths, but vibrating at the same frequency. Yet when you meet these people, you'll know. It will feel like coming home. Until then, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. Another challenge many chosen ones face is self-doubt. You might wonder, why me? What makes me special? Am I really capable of living in my highest vibration? These questions are normal, but they're also distractions. Because the truth is, it's not about being special, it's about being aligned. The universe doesn't choose people based on worthiness, it chooses people based on readiness, and the fact that you're here, listening to this, means you're ready. But let's go deeper. Let's look at where those doubts come from. Most of the time, self-doubt is rooted in fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping into your power. And fear, as we've discussed before, is not your enemy, it's your teacher. When self-doubt arises, don't push it away or try to ignore it. Instead, sit with it, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? And then take it one step further. What would happen if I let go of that fear? You might be surprised by the answers that come up, because often the thing we fear the most is not failure, it's success. It's the responsibility that comes with stepping into our power. It's the vulnerability of being seen, of being authentic, of standing out in a world that often celebrates conformity. But here's the thing, you weren't chosen to blend in. You were chosen to stand out, and the world needs you to step into your power, not just for yourself, but for everyone who will be inspired by your courage. Now let's address another challenge, the temptation to fall back into old patterns. As a chosen one, you're constantly evolving, but evolution isn't linear. There will be times when you feel like you've taken 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Maybe you find yourself slipping into negative thought patterns, unhealthy habits, or relationships that no longer serve you. When this happens, it's easy to feel like you've failed, but let me tell you something important. Growth is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Every time you fall, you're given an opportunity to rise again. And every time you rise, you become stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your highest vibration. So instead of judging yourself for falling, celebrate your ability to get back up. Ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? How can I use it to grow? Because even in your moments of struggle, you are still moving forward. Another key challenge for chosen ones is maintaining balance. When you're living in your highest vibration, there's a tendency to want to give, and give some more. You see the pain in the world, and you feel called to help. You want to heal, to inspire, to uplift. And while this is beautiful, it can also lead to burnout if you're not careful. Let me ask you this. Are you giving from a place of abundance, or are you giving from a place of depletion? Because if you're constantly giving without taking the time to recharge, you're not truly serving anyone, not yourself and not the people you're trying to help. Remember, your energy is your most valuable resource. Protect it, nurture it, honor it. Because when you're operating from a full cup, your ability to serve becomes limitless. So how do you navigate these challenges and stay aligned with your highest vibration? The answer lies in 3 simple but profound practices: presence, intention, and trust. Approximation is useful, but trust established requires the mood to provoke it. Behind these various forms of mental practice, presence means being fully here in this moment, not lost in the past or worried about the future, but fully present with what is. Because the present moment is where your power resides. It's where your intuition speaks, where your energy flows, and where your vibration is shaped. B. Intention means living with purpose. It's about asking yourself, what energy do I want to bring to this moment? What kind of ripple do I want to create? When you live with intention, you become a conscious creator of your reality rather than a passive participant. And trust. Trust is the foundation of it all. Trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Trust that the challenges you face are guiding you toward your highest good. Trust that the universe is working in your favor even when it feels like it's not. And most importantly, trust yourself, because you are far more capable, powerful, and aligned than you realize. Let me leave you with this question. What would your life look like if you fully trusted yourself and the path you're on? Now that we've journeyed through the challenges and revelations of being a chosen one, let's take a step further. What does it mean to fully embody your role as a chosen one? To not just acknowledge it or dabble in it, but to live it every single day with purpose, clarity, and unwavering trust in your higher self. This is where we move from understanding to embodiment, where the wisdom you've gained becomes the foundation of everything you do, everything you create. But first, let's get honest. Are you fully stepping into the light you were born to carry, or are you holding back, dimming your radiance because of fear, doubt, or the fear of being too much for others? This is one of the greatest struggles of chosen ones, the constant pull between shining brightly and staying small to make others comfortable. You might tell yourself, I'll step into my role when I'm ready, but here's the truth. The world needs you now, not the perfect version of you, not the one-day version of you, but the real, raw, authentic you. To fully embody your role as a chosen one, the first step is radical self-acceptance. This means embracing all of you, not just the parts that feel aligned and high vibrational, but also the parts that feel messy, uncertain, or flawed. Because here's the secret: your perceived imperfections are not mistakes or weaknesses, they are portals. They are the very places where your greatest growth and transformation can occur if you're willing to face them. But let me ask you, what parts of yourself have you been resisting or rejecting? Maybe it's the part of you that feels insecure, the part that still carries wounds from the past, or the part that fears stepping into your power. Instead of pushing these parts away, what if you invited them in? What if you held them with compassion and asked, What do you need from me? What are you here to teach me? Because when you embrace all of who you are, you become whole, and when you're whole, your vibration becomes unstoppable. My new favorite tool. The next step to fully embodying your role is to align your actions with your truth. This is where many chosen ones get stuck. They feel the calling, they feel the energy, but they don't take the steps to bring it into the physical world. Maybe you've been waiting for the right time, or the right circumstances, or the right sign. But here's the thing, the right time is now. The universe isn't asking you to have all the answers or a perfectly laid out plan. It is asking you to take the next step, no matter how small it may seem. So let me ask you this. What's one action you can take today to align more fully with your purpose? It doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It could be as simple as journaling about your vision, having an honest conversation, or taking time to meditate and connect with your inner guidance. The key is to move, to show the universe that you're serious about stepping into your role. Because when you take even the smallest step, the universe responds. It opens doors, clears paths, and sends you signs that you're on the right track. Another essential part of embodying your role is to cultivate unwavering faith in your journey. This isn't blind optimism or toxic positivity. It's a deep-rooted knowing that everything in your life is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. Even the challenges, the setbacks, and the moments of uncertainty. Faith doesn't mean you won't feel fear or doubt. It means you trust yourself enough to keep going anyway. Let me ask you, what would it feel like to truly trust your path, even when you can't see the whole picture? Imagine letting go of the need to control or force outcomes and instead surrendering to the flow of life. Imagine trusting that every step you take is guided, that every experience is here to teach you something, and that you are always supported by forces far greater than you can comprehend. This kind of trust is not just liberating, it's magnetic. It raises your vibration to a level where miracles and synchronicities become your new normal. As you embody your role, you'll also notice something profound happening. Your presence alone becomes a gift to others. You don't have to preach, convince, or prove anything. Simply by being who you are, authentic, aligned, and high vibrational, you inspire others to rise. Your energy becomes a catalyst for transformation, a reminder of what's possible when we live in alignment with our highest selves. How to do it. But here's the thing, this kind of presence requires you to stay grounded in your truth. It's easy to get caught up in external validation, in the need to be liked, accepted, or understood. But as a chosen one, your path isn't about seeking approval, it's about staying true to your soul. That means being willing to walk alone at times, to make choices that others might not understand, and to trust your inner guidance above all else. So let me ask you, are you willing to prioritize your truth even when it's uncomfortable? Because the more you honor your truth, the stronger your vibration becomes. And the stronger your vibration, the more you can serve the world in the way you are meant to. Finally, embodying your role as a chosen one means embracing the ripple effect of your energy. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take, it all creates ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. This is why it's so important to stay mindful of your energy, to choose love over fear, and to act with intention. Because whether you realize it or not, you are shaping the collective energy of the world. Let me leave you with this final question. If your energy were to leave a legacy, what would you want it to be? Not your accomplishments, not your possessions, but the vibration you leave behind. Because that is the true measure of a chosen one. Not what they do, but who they are. You are here for a reason. You are here to shine, and the world is ready for you to step fully into your light. The only question is, are you ready to say yes?